Hi, it's Benjamin. In this video, I'm going to show you how I practice drawing one-point perspective and some mistakes and some tips I want to share with you guys. Okay, so let's get started. For those of you guys who's really busy, I'm going to just condense this into 3 points. Okay, so the first point I learned is that when I find this vanishing point, because one point perspective just got one vantage point, instead of like choosing a specific vantage point like other tutorials, I find that it's better to choose the main subject that you want to focus, whether it's a subject or whether it's a human. Okay, so as you guys can see, I did not just get this vanishing point and then adding a lot of line. Okay, if you look at here, I kind of just got one line. Okay, just draw one line, and I'm trying to find the like the main edges of the object, and I just use that as a anchor, then draw a line and use that line to connect to the vantage point. Okay, connect to the line that I want to crossing. Okay, so just like finding two objects in the scene and find this main edges and just go all the way, and when it's crossing, that's the vantage point. Because I think all the perspective, all this 1 point, 2 point, all that is they kind of serve a purpose. The purpose is that to the actual subject that you want to draw. So I think using the main object and to find the line and then crossing will give you a good idea of where the vantage point should be. Because if you choose the vantage point here, and it kind of just force you to put the object you want to draw to a specific place. I don't want that. I want to start from the object. Okay, so this is the first takeaway. The second takeaway is that always draw the backest thing first, and then start from here, building from here. Okay, just one layer at a time, because this is only kind of this knowledge is only can be learned when you actually draw that, especially traditionally, because you can't use different layers, you can't use eraser pretty conveniently, so you have to really think about this, especially you got a really difficult composition. You have to think about this. So as you guys can see, I draw the once I got all the reference line ready, I kind of just draw this like a farthest away faces. Okay, so I think in interior, the farthest places will be like the window area. So I'm going to just like using my mental note, just put a specific plane, and I'm going to build from there. Then say the curtain, and then maybe some light lamp, and maybe then there will be the edges that I created, then maybe a sofa, something like that. Okay, so just the second takeaway is always start from the places, the plane that is the backest, and then build to the front. So as you guys can see, I draw this plane, and then draw the curtain, and then draw the lamp, and then draw the sofa and chairs and all that. Draw the drawing, something like that. Okay, so far so good. And then at the right side, I just draw from imagination, draw some chair, and I added that a little bit because it's not perfectly shaped. And here is the one last thing that I want to share with you guys, is that I made a obvious mistake, and a quick takeaway is that you can always learn from mistake, but that mistake may not be obvious when you actually draw this. In fact, I think when I finish this, I think it's already pretty good. I even sign my name like Benjamin on this TV as well as the as the here. I don't know whether it's canvas, something like that. And I still feel yeah, pretty good about this. But when you just wait even few hours, maybe just a few days, you review that. You have to review that. You have to look at your drawing, look at your work again. Especially, I think it's one of the like most efficient way of doing this is to record this. To record at least the time lapses. If you got like real time video, it's just costing you too much of the storage space. At least give it time lapses, because it can like bring you to that exact moment, and you can see, oh, that's the scenario that I'm dealing, and that's the reason why I draw this line. So you can sort of just bring you back to that specific scenario, so you guys can, just yeah, just bring you back to that specific scenario, and you can think, oh, that's the reason why I did this, but in hindsight it's a mistake, something like that. Okay, so did you guys find out the mistake that I made? Okay, it might not be too obvious for me at that moment, but when I review that, I think this is a little bit weird. Okay, so I'm trying to draw a closet, and maybe some, just some container for books, something like that. But but I find that this line here and this part is a little bit weird. That's just a few hours later when I watched this, just right before I try to upload these time lapses to YouTube, to my channel. I just found out that I made a huge mistake, but I think, hey, that's a good opportunity to share with you guys. As you guys already know, that I want to just be 100% completely honest with you guys. So if I made a mistake, I just tell you that, hey, I made a mistake. Okay, so what you guys can learn is that when you make some mistake, or maybe you just find this like perspective a little bit weird, there's a great tool available. Okay, and already open that. Of course, it's Blender. Okay, so Blender, if you look at here, is also a great one vantage point. Okay, so if you look at here, this will be our vantage point, and all the reference have already been drawn out. That's brilliant, right? So if you look at here, let me just reopen this. Okay, so if you look at my drawing here and look at the Blender, essentially you just this is like the horizontal, the horizon line, and I think maybe this should be down a little bit. Okay, and then you are kind of like a really tall. Okay, so you're standing here because you're not in a sitting position. You're standing, and you look at the vantage point. So if you replicate this in Blender, okay, you just go to the front view, press 1 to go to the front view, and just hold your middle mouse and just drag it down a little bit. It kind of like the view like this. Okay, when you are in a view like this, let me just delete all this camera and light. Just X, just delete this. I already added 2 cubes here. Okay, one here, one the other here, and this kind of sort of replicate the shape. And if you compare these two shapes, you can see clearly see which part I did it wrong. Okay, so if you look at here, the left side is kind of okay, so it's like it's doing this way. Or if you got something like this, and then I could go to object mode, just choose this. Sorry, just choose these 2 objects. Okay, I think I crashed. Doesn't really matter. You just choose these 2 objects. Okay, I think I need to select. Just choose these 2 objects, grab it, and X-axis, just like move it right side a little bit. So this can serve our purpose. Okay, so still I can get the vantage point like this, but I can get a much wider, like a more depth of this closet. And then this is just to serve as like a reference. so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you look at here, the left side is kind of okay. Okay, so the left side is kind of okay, but clearly this line is not okay at all. So preferably this time, if I draw that again, I might just make it like really straight, vertical straight, like going down. Okay, so if I because I draw from imagination. That's the reason why I did it wrong, because draw from imagination. It's like drawing from the head. So you basically follow whatever concept, whatever knowledge that you have in your mind, and you can find out some of the things that you thought you might be right, but in fact you just memorize it wrong and apply it wrong. So you can sort of expose the pitfall that you have in your mind. It's a really good way for you to learn, because you actually learn from a mistake. And if you look at here, this line is definitely not good enough. Okay, so this line is like going up. If you look at here, this should be like the parallel with each other. Okay, so you should be parallel with the line below. Now right now the line below is like the like nearly horizontal, so you shouldn't go up. If you go up, it's a little bit weird, so it should go flat. Okay, and this one shouldn't go down. You have a really weird shape if you go down. It's almost like let me just go to the edit mode. Okay, just select this and go to the edit mode. It's almost like you got these edges and grab it, and that axis is like something like this. Okay, and even weirder is that you got this going too much up, so it might give the viewer a kind of feeling that you got these edges grab it, that axis going up like this. So only when you are dealing with something like this can you have a like up and down kind of a slope. Okay, but in fact it does not have this slope. I'm thinking of a shape like this. Okay, I'm thinking of a shape like this. These two should be parallel with each other, and approximately with the like a horizontal line. Okay, so if I have to do that again, I won't make this mistake, because what I'm going to do is to draw this line like horizontal with each other, and this line a little bit horizontal, okay, like this, and then connect these two. Okay, and of course this two will be much straight rather than just like a screwed, like twisted. And I think then rest of it is just to conform with the like vanish point line, and all this line with each other. So I don't seem to see other issues, at least for now. Okay, so let's just be completely honest about what I draw of this practice. Okay, the third takeaway I think I already shared with you guys is that always review your work, and then you can improve. And of course, if there is a fourth takeaway, I think is that if you're learning perspective, and if you're also interested in using like a modeling software like Blender, I think it's really convenient because it's just an app and really small and open source. You can just conveniently install that into your computer, and you can if you got something in mind that you can't just figure it out by imagining this, you can just add a simple shape in this virtual environment and quickly test some theory. Okay, that's all. Okay, and thank you so much for your time. And this is just a kind of like a new format I want to try out. So I will review the traditional art as well as the digital art that I created earlier, and because I'm constantly improving, and I'm not afraid of like facing the previous work or previous like sometimes when I look at my previous work, I think what a tons of garbage that I create. But I think that's a necessary garbage that you have to create in order to improve. Okay, just don't be afraid of like creating garbage, because this is kind of like a stepping stone for you to move to a higher and better self. Okay, and don't forget, the best way to support me is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me directly, please join the Patreon. Okay, don't join like a really high level unless you're pretty rich. The lowest level will be really sufficed. Okay, thank you so much, and bye.